The great journalist of Nigeria, Dr. Kemi, for Kemi Talks Media. It's Thursday, the 21st of November, 2024. Let's talk about Simon Ekpa of the Biafran struggle. We're getting breaking news that Mr. Ekpa was arrested by Finland authorities for spreading separatist propaganda on social media. Let's discuss this and what exactly that is. The courts in Finland has sent him to the prison. As you can see, he's coming out of the courtroom now, and the authorities are taking him to prison. These guys I called NBI. I think it's like opposite of FBI, some National Bureau of Investigation for Finland. And what they did is he's on his way to the prison there. He was remanded in prison, meaning he can't go home, no bail, nothing. What is happening right now, as we know, is that Simon Ekpa, was taken to the district court of Paijat Hamay, a Lati-based Nigerian municipal politician. Simon Ekpa was taken to the court and he's remanded in prison on probable cause in suspicion of publicly inciting people to commit crimes with terrorist intent. Now, we got to talk about this because a lot of Nigerian media are feeding on this story vigorously. This is what they do to me. When something good happens to me, they'll never report it. But when something bad happens, they will feed on it. Look at what they did with Falana. When Falana told the police to invite me for our money, all of them were everywhere on Twitter, everything. And what happened after that? Nothing. I was vindicated. The way the Nigerian media is feeding on it is disgraceful. They should have been reporting about Simon a long time ago, if in fact he was doing anything wrong. What I'm concerned more about is the fact that he's from Finland and the fact that he lives in Finland and this happened on Finland soil, The Finland authorities, if you notice, I'm not using the word Finnish because Finnish is also an English word to end something. So in journalism, you have to separate these words, The word I should be using is Finnish, which is what Finland people are, the Finnish people. So I'm going to use Finnish in some parts. So that's just a big one in journalism. Now, what is happening right now, as I will analyze it, is the court says Simon is spreading separatist propaganda on social media. Where is he spreading this? Is he spreading this separatist agenda amongst Nigerians in Finland or Nigerians around the world? Because it's a jurisdiction issue here. If I'm sitting down in Nigeria and I'm telling Nigerians in America to be against Donald Trump or Biden, or don't vote for them, or don't vote, that's campaigning. But when it comes to, we got to separate one state from, separatist things are very sensitive when you are in another country. However, Mr. Ekpa is a local politician over there and is well known and is very powerful. And if he, in fact, is fighting for freedom for his country, the Finnish authorities need to know exactly what they're handling here, Because after all, didn't Sunday Igboho go deliver some document over there at number 10 Downing Street? So the Finnish National Bureau of Investigation, sort of like the FBI over there, they are also looking for 4 additional men on terrorism-related charges. Now, that gets serious. Now, remember what they charged Simon for was for spreading separatist propaganda on social media. What is the Constitution of Finland? We need to look at that. Is it against the Constitution, or did they violate the Constitution arresting him for spreading that separatist propaganda? However, the other 4 men are being wanted for terrorism-related charges. So they need to tell us what they caught with those ones. Did they see bombs? Did they see phone records? You know what I mean? Ekpa has represented the Finland's National Coalition Party in local roles, And he currently serves on Lati's Public Transportation Committee. Like I said, he's a local politician there. He's Finnish, He's also known for leading that separatist group for Biafra in Nigeria. Now, They call him a Finnish Nigerian separatist leader. You know what? There's nothing wrong with being a separatist leader. We've seen in Northern Ireland, we've seen in Scotland, but maybe because he's African, I don't know. Or maybe because the Finnish authorities are reading all these sporadic violence going on in the southeast Nigeria. And you know that's another discussion altogether, because they have always pointed at IPOB, who are the ones, who are committing all the terroristic acts over there, which is not true. There's a lot of terrorists concentrated in southeast Nigeria. Most of them are northern Nigerians. I'm not going to lie. I don't lie. If you don't like my reports and analysis, please don't follow it. I'm looking at this very carefully. If I had money, I'll investigate, but I don't have this level of money. Authorities say he coordinated efforts from Finland, leveraging his social media channels to promote harmful activities. Now, some of those harmful activities is what I need to see, because remember the lady in Canada who said on social media that all Yoruba people should be poisoned, and killed. That was in Canada. Remember, she tweeted and said nothing is going to happen. Well, something happened. The Toronto police arrested her. She was charged to court. And I have not been able to get the terms of her bail. The Toronto police won't tell me. Imagine, I even volunteered for that police department. And one of the best officers there told me, I can't tell you, Kemi, you're a journalist. There's some things that can't go to journalists. But what's going to happen is she's going to be in trouble, because now her citizenship might be on the line. They could revoke it if she in fact got it naturalized. If she was born there, nothing can happen. I'm not sure whether Simon was naturalized or born there. But he calls himself the self-proclaimed prime minister of the Biafra Republic government, which is in exile, And Ekpa's action, according to the Nigerian media, has sparked concerns about his role in fueling unrest in southeast Nigeria. Now, this activity has been carried out among other means, via social media channels and others. That's what the detective chief inspector said, Otto Hiltonen, he released a statement to the Nigerian media, and I have that statement. And says the NBI stated that its investigation focuses on a Finnish citizen of Nigerian descent, born in the 80s, suspected of publicly inciting crimes with terrorist intent. Has he done it, though, or you're suspecting it? The police also suspect 4 other individuals of financing terrorism. Now, terrorism financing is very illegal. You have to be very careful financing any form of terrorism, because if you do want to destabilize Nigeria is one thing. If you want to finance terrorism is another. That's a no-no in any country in the world. So all 5 were apprehended earlier this week, and Simon is one of them. And there are 2 other people who have addresses in Helsinki. One has no registered address. Anyway, all these guys are in Finland. I love Finland because it's like a country I want to visit, because there's a whole town there named after me, Kemi. Go Google Kemi, Finland. Imagine me walking into that town and see my name everywhere. Kemi radio station, Kemi TV station, Kemi railway station, Kemi hospital. I want to go to Finland. I must visit. So, Simon has been previously implicated in criminal activities in 2023. You remember that one last year. Finnish police detained him on suspicion of fundraising fraud. But they later released him the same day. But we don't know what's going on, but he's controversial. They're looking at him. Eyes are all on Simon because of Biafra and other things. Now, nobody should get excited. We don't know what's going to happen yet. They might release him tomorrow. The courts remanded him. And nobody knows the connection with the Nigerian government. You see, this is where our local Nigerian media are stupid. The Nigerian media is just fucked up. You guys know it. You know, this is where they need, all of them are reporting and feeding on it, instead of them to call the presidency in Abuja and ask if they have any knowledge of what's happening in Finland, if they called Finland, if they notified Finland, but they won't do anything. They'll sit down there because the same politicians own the damn media houses. I'm Dr. Kemi from Kemi Talks Media. I'll have more for you on Simon Ekpa's arrest in Finland as it comes in.